It's Eastern Conference. Time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They're just off a road trip in the heat, are looking to settle back in here at home.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
And that's what makes it fun. You love seeing these two teams go head-to-head. They're going all out.
DeRozan with it. Harris outside. Stolen by Collins. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's the Magic's ball. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours. And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
On offense, here are the Magic. Outside DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Lowry leading the charge.
Jimmy Butler's effectiveness as a scorer includes that three-point line. You've got to cover him out there.
Back to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Harris outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And stolen by Butler.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Back to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Clock at 6. Here's Butler. Here's Bagley. The kick outside to Butler. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Down low. Davis. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Davis has got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's tipped. Now DeRozan. Pass to Harris. And here is Davis. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Heat. Here's Lowry. Lays it up off the glass. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, the crowd is stunned. He got that one to fall.
Here's Collins. That shot off. So Orlando will take it the other way. And finished off by Davis.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Orlando called for the foul. The Heat shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Here's DeRozan. Miami grabs the miss. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The shot by Butler, no. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat, and it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
Nurkic. Davis with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And for Yusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
It's Collison top of the key. Here's Nurkic. Davis with some nice D.
Yeah, affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And here's DeRozan. He's got 8. Pass to Tucker. It's DeRozan with the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. 9 points for Davis.
Yeah, I'm not sure the defenders were anticipating that kick out there, and he wound up with a wide open look on the J.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
It is such a treat to have a point guard like Collison. He is so effective orchestrating this offense.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Lure. Rejected by Harris. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Harris with the ball for the Magic. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be game 2. Oh, goodness. Wow.
This guy does not mess around. DeMar DeRozan, spectacular. My goodness gracious, sir.
The drive by Collison. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's foul number 2 for him. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. The drive by Collison. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a strong finisher. This is where Darren Collison, you can try to be physical, but if he's determined to score, he will do it.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's DeRozan. Monroe with the block. Collison looking around. Out to the right wing. From deep. And Ellington is good for 3. Ellington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'll tell you, you give him a free look from three-point range, that is simply a recipe for disaster.
Here's Harris. Here's Jones. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Monroe. And Dragan Bender out of Croatia, the 4th overall pick in 2016. How good do you think, Greg, he can become?
You know, at 7'1", he can shoot it from range, but until he adds more dimensions to his game offensively, defensively, he's going to struggle to be much more than a complimentary player.
The Magic making a switch here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances up the line. He's going to cash in.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Outside Collison. Pass to Monroe. Wide open look. Barnes grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's DeRozan. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now it's a 3-point Orlando lead.
A determined scorer down low. We know this about DeMar DeRozan. He is always looking to put pressure on the defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Monroe, no good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Jones nails both of them. Now here's Lowry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Labissiere. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Collins. And Davis pulls it down. And the Heat call time here. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Well, he has got to be the only thing they're discussing in this huddle because the approach they've used on him has been a disaster. Changes need to be made. I don't know if it's a double team, switching matchups, but something's got to be done.
The Magic leading by 5. Orlando getting another chance here. Knocked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's DeRozan. Inside. And Davis can't get it to go. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
How about that? Off the dribble, the pull-up jumper by Kyle Lowry. Boy, you got to be kidding.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And he gets the bucket. Lowry's got 6.
Well, that's a sight that's become quite familiar over the years. Lowry draining the mid-range jumper. Put another 2 on the board.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Heat trail by 5 to the paint. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The development of the elite offensive skill set by Jimmy Butler is a thing of beauty.
DeRozan's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Bagley. Let's go. And that one hits back iron. Magic leading by 5. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Well, that's quick hands and a quick mind by Jimmy Butler. Creates the turnover, gets right out in transition.
Magic moving the ball around, and they double up DeRozan. Tucker can't get it to go. The Heat trailed by 3. Butler with room to shoot. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Harris outside. Shoots from 12. Uses the glass to drop it in. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
Stolen by Tucker. Pass to Harris. Over Bagley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Lowry. He's got 6. Porter. Miami no good on that time either.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Drills the three-pointer.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Back to Lowry. Butler on the way. To the inside. Here's Bagley. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Orlando with the ball. Pass to Tucker. Inside. DeRozan. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
Poked away and stolen by Butler. Timeout called, the Heat. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
To the middle. Here's Ellington. Rebound by the Magic. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Here's Labissiere. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And the Magic lead by 6.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision. Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
And Bender comes to help. Here's Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
And I love seeing Labissiere sky up for the slam. He really devastates the defense with that athleticism.
To the left wing. Clock at 6. Down low. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. And Dragan Bender gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Magic leading by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Outside Lowry. To the inside. Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's now 17 points for Butler. Misses there.
Able to guard.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Butler, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Down low. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, Kyle Lowry loves the chance to catch the defense napping in the pick and roll. Pretty much no one better at getting it going.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Drops in the layup for two. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
You know, guys, you think about Jimmy Butler, drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and he goes from bench warmer to star. And I always had the sense that once Tom Thibodeau was no longer a part of the Chicago Bulls organization, that Jimmy Butler's days might be numbered there as well. But I think the trade ended up working for both teams.
Back to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. But they recover it. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Davis. To the paint. Tries yet again. And no good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And Doris, the Bulls are trying to change the culture, more run and gun. That new style didn't really mesh with Butler's approach.
Right. Remember, Jimmy Butler is a Tibbs disciple. Even he has said perhaps he was too confrontational. With that obsessive drive of his, it can sometimes maybe rub people the wrong way. I think he's trying to balance that intensity with positivity with this young group.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Well, effective passing from your wing players makes for a well-rounded offense, and DeMar DeRozan keeping everyone involved. I love it.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Outside for Lowry. And it's DeRozan missing. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Orlando Magic. They have a 9-point lead. Down low. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And that one's good by Butler.
That's exactly what you want right there. Jimmy Butler being aggressive on the interior.
Here's Harris. Pass to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one drops. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Outside Lowry. From past the arc. That shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Harris, no good. The Heat trail by 10. Three-pointer, Butler. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Pass to Davis. Good ball movement here by the Magic. DeRozan with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Right side, DeRozan. Here's Tucker. Defended by Butler. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lowry with the ball. Puts up a three. He doesn't hit that one. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Davis. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Three-pointer Ellington. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Pass to Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. To the middle. On the wing, Harris. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he's good on the second.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Lowry for 3. Nice D from DeRozan. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Kevin, to me, one of the real pleasurable aspects of watching DeMar DeRozan work, this guy's footwork is something he's developed, and it's on point.
Lowry for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Miami. 15-point game. To stop the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from three, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in